What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. All right, listen, I know I'm a little late on a Baddies Midwest episode 4 and 5 review. I know, y'all. I'm sorry. You see how I sound? Getting ready for the holidays, and happy holidays to everybody. Getting ready for the holidays. It's a lot. Let's get into it. So, episode 4, we're going to go from episode 4 to 5, okay? So, Jasmine and Summer, mouth of the Midwest, is going at it, honey. So, Summer was like, see, y'all hoes, y'all jealous of me. I got something for y'all hoes. You know, the typical. So, then her and Yoshi get into it. She wanted everybody out the bus. She wanted Jasmine. She wanted Ivory, she wanted Yoshi. They go at it. They go toe to toe. Do. You can tell they from Detroit. Between her and Jasmine and her and Yoshi, big. You could just tell. So then she slammed Yoshi on the ground and started pounding her. So Ivory gave her props. Ivory was like, she was getting Yoshi, and I was just like, man. And I was like that too. So Yoshi was like, just because I'm little don't mean I won't get my licks in. Yeah, you a little bigger than me, but I'm real little, and that's why I don't fight. Because Yoshi, like, I'm real. If you see Yoshi is small. So Ivory was like, but that still don't mean that we done fighting, because you basically been running your mouth. So, like, I mean, everybody just on the grass fighting. Like, basically that's what Ivory said. So then that's everybody break off. Jasmine and Yoshi stand there talking to Emma, who, we ain't gonna say what y'all call her, y'all ain't right for that. So Jasmine like, I'm ugly now, shouldn't you? Emma was like, nah girl, you good, you still look good. Your wig is good. So Jasmine was like, listen, I done fought her one time. I'm not finna keep busting with her no more, and I'm not finna keep giving her that, because really, what it's really giving is tired at this point. Jasmine was basically like, she know everything about her and all. So as everybody pull up, right, the OGs pull up, and, you know, they're talking, they're on the Sprinter, they're having a conversation, everybody look good. Everybody talking, and you know, they're like, yay, they pull up to the house. So DBT was like, basically like, okay, you know, we pull up to the house, and it looked like they done had a whole fight outside WWE. And that was like, we get off the bus, the OGs in heels, and they dress nice for us to go out. And then, you know, the newbies, half of them missing their wigs, and they outside in the grass with no shoes on or tennis shoes, like it's basically fight night. So she was like, okay, what's up? So Natalie pull up, she get out the car, everybody getting out the car, everybody looking like, what is going on? So she was like, everybody missing wigs except for the OGs. They looking like they out here in the fight. She say, we finna get to the bottom of it. So she say, what happened? Why are y'all fighting? What's going on? Like, what happened to the point that y'all had to fight like this? So, you know, they started to discuss it or whatever. And Ivory, and basically Natalie was like, we not going into the house like this. So Ivory said she wanted her ones on again with Big Legs. She got her ones on with Big Legs. She said while she's standing there, you know, let's go. So they fought. They got their issue off. So Natalie was like, okay, so who else y'all want to fight? Because we not going in this house like this. And Anna was like, we got to go to bed. We got to stop. She's like, no, we ain't bringing none of that in this house. We finna do this right now so we can all get ready to go out. So Tinka was standing there, you know, chilling or whatever, and she was like, we coming out, it's all like this, like, what's up? So Pretty P calls out DTV, and in the midst of, Ivory called out Jayla, and Jayla was like, let's go with it. So they start fighting. I don't even think the fight was, I don't know, was looking like love taps. And then after the fight, Jayla and Ivory duped it up, dupe. They let it be known like they got their ones on once or twice. It is what it is. So Taseki was like, okay, all right, yeah, y'all got it, as much respect. We gonna move forward. So Jayla was like, well, she wanted her one. She got it. We done with it. We moving on. We not going to continue to do that. Like, we dapped it up. We know what it is and what it's not. She said what she wanted. We got the business. So Bad Dolly came out, honey, to Anna. It was like, what's up? Like, you want to fight? You was talking all that junk. Anna was like, I'm not finna fight you. And no, I don't want to fight you. She said, okay, then, cool. Then you don't want to fight. It's good. So Bad Dolly was like, it's given that she kind of scared because she don't want to pop nothing. But since she was doing all that laughing, like everything was funny, I was ready to pop it. Since she don't want to pop it, it's good. Moving on. So Jasmine and Summer start going at it, arguing again. She brought up the biggest situation in somebody else. And as they're doing that, the Bar was like, Biggie, stop letting these girls check you. Biggie ain't do nothing. So while that's going on, Pretty P calls out DTB for how she looked at her. And DTB was like, yeah, because you a funny looking B or whatever, this and that. So Art Bar was like, she didn't notice it because she know her and Biggie was talking. She was like, baby, listen, I dropped out at the 10th grade. All that Spanish you speak, I don't know not a motherfucking thing you saying. You need to stand on one, and stand on one is what it is. So as they go on, they talk. Someone was like, she been wanted one because she said that she took the girl wig and put it in her pants and it was given like she wanted to eat it or something. So Biggie was like, which I understand, Biggie, you're smaller than me. I'm not going to fight you. You're smaller. So Natalie was like, okay, so that is what it is. Who next? Like, who else got to get their rock off? Who want to fight? Because Natalie like, y'all ain't finna come in my house and mess up my house. I'm not doing that. Y'all ain't finna mess it up. So all of a sudden, Pretty P started fighting Big Lex. So she was like, I want to fight her. And then they started fighting. I don't know what the purpose was. I guess because of the bus. I guess they finished getting their ones off and they got that down. Then turned around, Pretty P was like, all right, I want Diamond the body. And she was like, had the thing in her mouth like, girl, like, you funny. So Tinker like, you want who? I want Diamond the body. I want her right now. So Tinker was like, you talking about she looked at you funny like, the girl is cockeyed, like, let's be for real. She didn't have to say that. So Tinker took off her jewelry and stuff, and they started squabbling. I don't know what type of wig Tinkerbella had on. I hope she could tell me, baby, because I want to know how you still got the edges down and everything else gone. So as they fighting, as y'all see, she still got the edges down. Tinker fill me in on what the hell this is. So as she did that, she hit the split. And I think Tinker and Pretty P fight was just, I'm going to get the rocks off for Diamond the body because, like, we cool, but I got to get at you. So that went on to happen. She hit the split. She split it down or whatever the case may be. So as that go on, Art Bar like, she say Pretty P is a pretty girl. So why would you want to just pick a fight with somebody? You too pretty for that. Like, you're too gorgeous. Like, Art Bar like, baby, you too gorgeous for that, right? So Pretty P, Shorty, Tinkerbella get back in again. But what kicked me was Diamond the body, who had, and I agree with Taseki when she said this, who tried to jump on Pretty P. And like Taseki said, how you gonna sit here and this girl fighting for you because you kind of injury reserve and then you jumped on her? She said, now that girl which I agree, she gonna keep coming at you because she gonna feel like you tried her, which is true. So then again, Summer go ahead and hit it up with Ivory because she's still talking. Ivory like, come on, baby. Come on, you still talking, let's go. Come on. So Anna was like, all I'm hearing is, I'm Detroit, bitch, it's Detroit, bitch. I say, that's all I'm hearing too. So as they go on, Natalie said, okay, all right, is that it? Because we got to go out tonight. Like, what's up? Is that it? We got to get in this house. Everybody got to get their room, get dressed, and go out tonight. So as Scotty's standing there, laughing, kiki, and looking cute, which I like this Scotty how I don't like this on the confessional. But I like what she had on in the style during the time of fighting. So Emma come and called Scotty boring. And Scotty was like, it's giving fan, because how you know I'm boring? You not getting to know me. You don't know me. Like, how am I boring like that? And Emma was like, I'll never see you pop nothing. You don't never do nothing. Now, word on the curb, side note, allegedly, I heard that Emma is supposed to be Scotty's replacement, because Scotty been jumping on that man, and Scotty been a little bit cocky, and her and Natalie don't follow each other no more. Now, I don't know if her and Natalie be around each other so much that they have to follow each other. I don't know. But back to what real. So Chiseki was like, she said, you boring. She said that pissed me off when she did that to Scotty, because it's giving fan. Like, how you gonna sit here and say somebody boring, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't get to know her. And then Scotty was like, girl, you don't know me. I'm Scotty with the body. I'm like, girl, you don't know if I'm boring or not, but I'm going to show you what ain't boring. I'm going to show you what ain't boring. So then Rolly was like, how you been watching the show and then come up and call this girl boring, and you don't know nothing about her? You it's getting weird. Like, Scotty was like, she was weird, and Rolly was like, it's giving weird. That don't make sense. Like, how you gonna jump in and tell this girl she boring and want to fight her? Like, who does some shit like that? I was like, yeah. Like, Emma could have said something a little better than that, but I mean, I'ma tell y'all, Daddy's Detroit girls for you. If they feel like you boring, they gonna want to scrap. They want to see how boring you cannot be. Listen, every state got their code, and the D got one. Okay? So Scotty and Emma start going at it, start arguing. And when I first watched this, I didn't know until I got the tea. And then, they start squabbling. Now, when I first watched this, I say, hold on. I say, she told Scotty she had to take her place. It's given that she's very much on Scotty's position, is that she's going to fight for it. So they fight, and Scotty took the wig off, and she ripped the girl. She said, you want me to show you boring? You want me to show you boring? This ain't boring, bitch. This ain't boring. Ripped the girl wig and threw it. She ripped the frontal off the wig. The frontal part off the wig. You know how it's sewed down, that lace part like hers, parted anyway, the frontal. So Emma was like, I was cool with the fight, but yeah, like I said, you boring. Like, it's like you scary or something. But you ripped my wig. Oh, we gonna get another one-on-one for that. So they start fighting again. You hear people say, ooh, get a Scotty. So Natalie say for Scotty to be on for 5 seasons. She has learned something. And Scotty was like, I've been here the whole 5 seasons and da-da-da. So then Big Lex chimed in and called Jayla a bully about Big Gretchen. And my issue that I have with this is it's very uneducated, because she didn't bully Big Gretchen. Big Gretchen got herself bullied herself. So they had a conversation, and she was like, you can't call me a bully. She said, yeah, Big Gretchen might be shorter and a little smaller than me, but baby, me and you the same size, so what do you want to do? And I had the reason why I did it. While you sitting here on your couch watching the show, I did what I had, which is true. She did not be a bully to her at all. She wasn't a bully. So as they sit here, they all get into the house, and then they all decide to talk to Biggie, and they basically say Biggie need to stand up for herself, which I agree. I feel like we'll get into that later, but Biggie do. And then Jane Alexis was like, she do, regardless of what size they is, she gonna have to get in the field with them, like she said, because she an OG, which I agree. So Rolly was basically saying, if you're not going to sit here and fight for her, stop instigating, stop putting your 2 cents in, don't say nothing, be quiet. And I agree, because the whole time, every time something was going on, she is speaking on it and not saying anything. So the other girls come in, Summer sit down, and Ivory sit down, everybody sit down, and everybody was talking about how, Summer just don't be quiet. Like, she said to be talking. She fought everybody on the bus, this and that. So she was going at it with Ivory. She was going at it with Yoshi. And then Emma and Scotty started trying to fix their issue. And then Scotty was like, you don't know me. You need to get to know me. Look at Pretty Pete laughing. Scotty was like, no, but you can't say what you said about me and act like this and that. She was like, no, but you need to get to know. Like, I agree with Scotty. You got to get to know her in order to say she boring. So Natalie was like, everybody's having a conversation. And for all of that, they got to get ready to go. It's time to pick the girls who going to be there. But as she trying to talk, Summer keeps over-talking her. Summer keeps saying things. So then she started breaking down that the newbies were going to be staying there. And she was going to appoint 3 people to be house sitting with the new ladies, which was Biggie and Tinkerbella and Diamond the Body. And Biggie was like, no. And she was like, no, you're going to be here. And she said everybody got their turn, basically, because Rolly was like, good, because I ain't doing it no more. I don't did it, which Rolly has. So Natalie was like, saying that she feel like the OGs has worked up to that level of, not being there with the newbies, and the newbies are working up to it. She said, but before we do any of that and get dressed, she has a surprise for them. And she got a Baddies Midwest bus. Now, the Baddies Midwest bus, let me tell you something. Zeus did their thing on this bus. Baby, this look like a whole tour bus, but it's a luxury tour bus it's supposed to be. They're running outside. They see the bus. They're happy. The newbies look like they tired because they've been fighting all darn day. They tired, baby. They tired. They've been traveling and fighting all day. The whole day till night. Till time to go. They are exhausted. That's a long time fighting somebody. So then Natalie was talking to them about the tour bus, and Anna was like, hopefully it's right. And she was like, and the hope was like, hopefully it don't break down. She said the tour bus is better than the last 2 seasons and won't be any of those problems. Natalie was like, we're not doing it this time. We're going to make sure this tour bus is decked out because we're going to be enjoying it. So Anna was starting to laugh and stuff like that because she was like, it broke down. Because remember, it broke down when it was I think she was on the New York one. And it broke down. And Anna was like, really? And they was stuck out there with her, Taseki, and I don't forget who else was stuck out there for this was for an hour or 2 hours. So, baby, they got on the bus. They got to see it. There's a dish thing with Saints. Hopefully they don't fight nobody in the sink this time. Cupcakes. Then you go down the hall. You can tell it's a bathroom. It's beds. It's you got drinks. You got food. It was decked out nice. They did their thing. They got chips. They got snacks. It's already packed out. So Big Legs was like, I finally feel like I made it. I'm on the show. And I mean, some people feel like it's a stepping stone. I'm on the show. I finally made it on here. I'm finally here. Just don't fuck it up, okay? And then Rolly walking down. She said, ooh, got cupcakes. That's right for me. So I could tell Rolly probably didn't eat the whole cupcake because, she done lost the weight. Her stomach's still getting back right. She probably just ate half of the cupcake and discarded as usual. And then, because if you notice, Rolly has been doing that. And then when you looked on the bed, they were talking. Rolly was like, remember how you beat that girl in the bed? When you was in the bed, you beat her. She was like, yeah. And she was like, everybody going to take turns on the bed because she was playing to the girls. They were on the bunk. Everybody loved the tour bus. It was nice. I feel like the decor was awesome. It was great. So as they get ready to go, Pretty PA put that wig back on. I don't know what she used to brush it, comb that hair out. But she didn't. She done put her bodysuit on, put that baby in a slick back pony with some bun with her ice and her necklace on. Pretty P say, I'm stepping out natural just like that tonight. I'm tired. I don't fought 3 hoes in one night. It's just not happening. Bad Dolly came out looking cute. I was like, okay, Bad Dolly, all right. I feel like her name fits her perfectly. She's a bad dog. I get it. So everybody get ready to go out. Everybody is dressed. Some girls still had on the same thing they had on before. Some girls did not. Everybody was looking great. So they get on the bus. Everybody's talking, having fun. They're drinking. Summer starts with Jasmine. and it goes left. Jasmine and Summer are going at it. Summer still calling Jasmine, yeah, you might got labels on and money, but you still this and that. And as they get on the bus and get comfortable, she already started with Jasmine. Ivory has to go to the emergency room because even though she got into a fight, remember she had them two, I think they call them snake eyes in her lips. And I'm not sure what they call, but the two piercings she had, let me know. And she had an infection. So as they're on the bus getting ready to go, Jasmine is sitting here, was like, I'm so sick of her. She running her mouth. She might sit here and say she this and that. Yeah, I got labels and I got money. And then she was talking about how she got kicked out the club. And now this time, hey, like, she basically said, hey, like, so she was like, they kicked her out the club they were going to, and guess what? She come back with the baddies, and she good. So they on the bus. Like I said, they going at it. Akbar had at Summer. That's what it was. Akbar at Summer about why she had to fight another Detroit girl. She say, because that Detroit girl thinks she all that, and she ain't got more than me. She a brokey. So Jasmine say, ain't no brokey. My thing is, I think Jasmine and Summer know each other. And they been had beef and got onto the show. So now it was like she let her pop her big one. She let them pop their big ones because they both was going in. And, they fixed themselves some alcohol. They took shots. Baddy shot a clock. They were drinking, honey. They were getting ready to go out and have a great time. So, they taking their shots. They drinking. They're talking. They're having a good time. They getting litty before they go in. They're excited. It's their first booking in Detroit. I mean, it took us forever to get here to show us on the camera, honey. So as they get there, there's people standing on cars. Police is outside patrolling because they acting out. They're being very, very Detroit. They acting out, baby. People are twerking, they screaming, they excited. As soon as they go in, they hit the stage to their area. Natalie sang her song, rest in peace to Beat King. And shout out to his kids. And shout out to Natalie. Like, she really repping and making sure doing the legacy that he wanted for his children. If you know, you know. Natalie does her song with Beat King, then it goes to Jane and Alexis. Jane and Alexis is doing her song she got with Blueface. She was like, she liked to perform. I see Jane and Alexis doing a lot more music and a lot more things coming soon. And I feel like 2025, she's going to be a breakout star. You got Biggie and Taseki doing their song. That I love that song they got together. It's pretty cool. It's great. I like it. You could tell Biggie wasn't in it, and Taseki had to bring it up for everybody because she had something going on. But we're going to talk about that. You seen Tinkerbella do her song, so it's Tinkerbella playing her part. So they played her part of the track, singing her song or whatever. Everything go good. The Diamond about it say she realized the DJ ain't play her song, so guess what? She did it a cappella. Diamond about it. Let me tell you something. You did right. Because where you at, that's the best place to do it a cappella. And the way you did it, you ate that. You supposed to do that. That's probably why that man didn't play your part, because he knew he wanted you to do that. So if a DJ didn't play your part, 2 reasons. He don't like you or he sees something in you, okay? And then, everything is going good. Everybody's having fun. They dancing. Fans are taking pictures, twerking. Some girls look like they were off beat because they was lit. You could tell they were lit. And Scotty pouring the shots. Everybody having a good time. Everybody turned up. They dancing. They partying. And then, my girl Rolly get ready to do her song. So Rolly said she getting ready to do her song. There was some old lady trying to boo her while she's doing her song. Rolly said she took the Red Bull can and threw it at that lady. It hit her in her face. And they kicked her out because she was disrespectful to her. That's what Rolly said. Rolly said she handled that. She sure did. So as everything ended, I think fights were starting to break out. So, Natalie was like, nah, I got to keep the club open. She was like, I got 100K. Natalie, you in Detroit. I don't know why you telling these folks you got 100K. Well, half of these folks got more than that to keep that crap open, baby. I'm sorry. No shade. So, I was like, the man was like, y'all doing too much. you know, y'all got to go. Y'all got to get up out my club. It's fighting and it's going on. Y'all got to get up at the club. So Nana was like, I got 100K. I got 100K. We could keep it open. He said, Natalie, that's cool. He said, that's good. I got 200K and hell no. So he shut it down. And then they got to the house. Now, it said that Tinkerbella was getting ready to fight. She don't remember. But Summer did say, I want my baddie chain. And then she said she was going to take Tinker baddie chain. Summer was drunk. Remember, Summer drunk on the bus and everything. So Tinkerbell was like, tell me, she said, I want a chain. I want a chain. So they was about to fight. Now, the next morning, Summer doesn't remember saying this, right? So they sitting down or whatever. It's Summer, Bad Dog, Dolly, and Natalie. Bad Dog and Natalie. So Natalie was like, she was upset that Summer said she was going to take Tinkerbell a chain because she gave her that chain. And she brought it to Summer's attention that she was really drunk. And that she said, I gave that girl that chain. She said, it be pissing me off when the girls do that because I want you to work for your chain. And Summer was like, I didn't say that. I said, I want a chain. I never said that. I want a chain. I want a chain. So Nana was like, you did say that because you were drunk. And Bad Dog was like, okay, if you said it, you don't remember. And that's what I be saying. You be talking and you don't remember what you be saying, like, because you be drunk. She was like, but I didn't. She said, listen, you had to say that because everybody was drunk. You talk and you forget what you be saying when you get like that. So Bad Dog was like, she want to give her a big sister moment. So Natalie was like, if you don't remember, that's fine. But baby, you said it, like you said this. So someone was like, I ain't say it. I ain't got time to fight all these girls. I'm tired. I don't want my wig. I just grew my wig back down. Like, I ain't say that. Ain't say that. So Tika walked in. She said, I heard man. So she walked in. And as she walked in, it came the conversation about the baddie chain. She about taking her chain. So before she sat down, she said, tell me you said, I know you said it. Tinkerbella backhand slapped that girl and took her wig off. The next thing I know, security break it up. She runs behind Bad Dog to where the curtains at and hide behind security. She said, I don't want to fight her. I don't want to fight her. Now the whole first 3 episodes, she been running her mouth fighting. I just re-glued my wig down there. I'm so weird. I don't want to fight her. I don't want to fight her. Summer, 1 through 4, we talked about this. And then you got the audacity to run to your room and act like you're going to cry and say people are weird. Summer, you was giving that whole energy. What happened? Baby, what happened, baby? What happened? So she ran to the room like she was about to cry. She was upset. She was like, I ain't about to fight. These hoes been fighting all day. Yesterday she came back, tired of hair. They had a conversation. She said, I want my baddie chain, but I never said nothing about your chain. And then Bad Dog was like, listen, you can't say stuff like that and then get offended. So, Tinkerbella said, I really liked you when she said, I really liked you. I had the wig say she really liked, but they did make up. She did. She does like her. She knew Summer wasn't backing down. She gave her wig back. Now we go to the other part where Jane and Alexis sit down talking to the girls. It's Emma and it's Big Lex. They sitting down talking. So they asked each other about last night and what was said. So Scotty came in, and I don't know who did Scotty braid thing right there at the top, but it was too thick, and it should have been 2 instead of that big thick. I didn't like that. So they sitting down talking, and Scotty was like, you don't know me. Emma was like, well, I said what I said, you boring. And Jane and Alexis was like, well, you need to get to know her. You are new. They start to get to a coming to Jesus moment, right? But somewhere down the line, they go off about replacing somebody, right? And it goes to left. So she said, what I didn't like was the way you ripped my wig. She said, okay, well, when you get to know her, she said, yeah. She said, but my issue going to be about my wig. So Scotty just got hot out of nowhere. So Jayden is trying to diffuse it before it gets to the fighting, right? And it goes left. So Big Lex was like, brought up the issue. It was getting there. So Big Lex said, Oh, well, tell her what you felt about your wig, and y'all can squash it and move forward. So Emma said, yeah, I'm mad about my wig or whatever. Well, it is what it is. So all we know is that Emma got up and started fighting Scotty. Scotty hot kicked her. We see booty cheeks. I don't know what's up with these girls with titties and booties. I seen a lot of titties and booties. And I would know who to go to for a dollar. I'm just saying, okay? And they go to fight, and then, you know, Scotty was getting her. She took her wig off, was fighting, and broke her finger, Emma finger. And then, you know, Emma was pulling the girl wig on her finger. She was like, I'm mad now. I'm mad. I need my finger. My finger broke again. Well, stop fighting, Emma. Stop fighting, Emma. A.K.A. Lord Farquaquisha. Stop fighting, Emma. Your finger won't be broke, Emma. I'm not understanding. You got a broken finger. Healed, Emma. So then Jane Alexis basically was like, I'm just tired of all this fighting. Like, it's too much fighting going on, which I agree. It's a lot more fight. She said it didn't even have to go how it went because, to be honest, it really was no need for those ladies to fight. But when a spot come up and somebody want to give up their spot because they sitting on something, I understand. I'll fight too. I'll fight too. All right, y'all. So now we get into where Taseki, Biggie, and Anna are having a conversation outside. I think D Diamond Body was out there too, but they talked to her about not fighting, and she said why she wasn't fighting because of her boyfriend passing and sticking up for herself. And she told Pretty P and Jasmine when they was coming out that she didn't want them to use it against her. And because she's in contract, if she wasn't in contract, she wouldn't be there. Biggie, you should have told Zeus that you didn't want to be there. Lemmy probably would have said, no, stay home. So that, I don't believe they wanted her to be there in the contract. It could be. So then we go in the house where Art Bar is talking to J-Lo, Rolly, and Ivory. And while they talking, you know, Art Bar asked what was the purpose of them not liking Jayla. And so she said she going to get Big Lex. So Rolly was like, Jayla and Ivory don't like Big Lex. Because she called, Art Bar called her the basketball girl. She said, I know it's going to be something. She said, I know it. These two don't like her. I know it. So Art Bar asked what the problem was, why she being a bully and a follower. And Big Lex was like, I'm not being a bully and a follower. I'm just saying. She was like, well, what was your purpose of not to like Jayla? Because that don't make sense. And so Big Lex was basically like, well, I'm not being a follower. I'm just saying I don't like how she did everything. She said, yeah, but why you just didn't get to know her? So in the midst of the conversation, they're talking. She explaining everything. All of a sudden, Jayla said, come on. And they start fighting. So I'm like, okay, I see where Rolly was coming from. So they were fighting. They were getting one in. Jayla was going. Now, after the fight, Ivory goes, good job at Jayla. And Rolly was like, they really ain't do nothing. I don't even like it. They wasted my time. They really ain't do nothing. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. That was a waste of time. It was like smacking around. What the heck they go smack around for? So Jayla and Big Lex are going at it. So Ivory standing there and something was said. I forgot what was said, but Ivory was standing there. All of a sudden, we see Ivory just go over and do. Now, this is how Zeus will leave us, y'all. This is how they leave us with fight. All the time. Between the fight with somebody, they know we're going to be like, ooh, we got to come back to see the fight. Okay? So, I really don't know how this going to go. You got Now That's TV girls, couple of them, and then you got them fighting. And it's kind of different because now they got to be careful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Later. Happy Thanksgiving.